It was supposed to be a moment of relaxation and happiness, but who would have thought that a perfectly planned vacation by two BTS members, Kim Taehyung and Taehyung Jungkook, would turn into a series of unexpected events that shocked fans? What's really going on behind the scenes of their journey? Was there a serious incident that made both of them have to face difficult situations? Since a few days ago, social media has been filled with speculation and theories from the ARMY, who suspect that something is wrong on their two idols' vacation trip. The suspicious silence of the two artists further reinforces the suspicion that something is happening behind the scenes. Some fans even began to speculate that there was a major incident that made Taehyung and Jungkook face obstacles they never expected before. However, is this just a guess, or is there really something to hide? When this news came out, various theories began to emerge. Some sources said that the two had an incident at the airport, while others suspected that there was a security issue that threatened their safety. More surprisingly, some reports even mentioned that this trip involved confrontations with certain parties. How can a relaxing trip turn into an event that worries millions of fans around the world? When news first surfaced that Taehyung and Jungkook were facing obstacles on their way, many immediately suspected that there was a problem at the airport. Some eyewitnesses claimed to have seen both in a seemingly unusual situation, as if they were experiencing quite serious administrative obstacles. "There is something strange," said a passenger who happened to be in the same location. "They appear to be talking to some officers, and their facial expressions looked uncharacteristic. Something is clearly going on." Are both facing immigration problems? Are any travel documents problematic? Or maybe something bigger is going on behind the scenes? Until now, there has been no official confirmation, but more and more evidence suggests that this incident at the airport was not just an ordinary misunderstanding. Shortly after the incident, a video emerged showing several security officers talking to someone suspected to be their manager. This video further reinforces the suspicion that something more serious is happening. If that's the case, why hasn't there been any clarification from their agency so far? Is there any reason why this incident should be kept secret? Another speculation that is no less surprising is the possibility of a security threat that makes their trip messy. As two global stars with millions of fans around the world, Taehyung and Jungkook certainly have a much greater security risk than ordinary people. Some reports claim that there was someone who tried to approach them suspiciously during this trip. Is this just a coincidence? Or is there something more serious to watch out for? The safety of K-pop idols is always a major concern, given the many cases where obsessive fans or even individuals with bad intentions try to approach them unnaturally. A post on social media even claimed that there were certain individuals who tried to follow them while on vacation. If so, does this mean Taehyung and Jungkook are in danger? Why has there been no official statement from their agency regarding this situation so far? What makes this situation even more interesting is the fact that from the beginning, there was no official announcement regarding this holiday trip. The fans learned about their departure only from leaks circulating on the internet. Does this mean that they deliberately keep their journey a secret? If so, why? Several theories began to emerge, mentioning that this trip was actually part of a secret project that had not yet been announced. Some speculations mention the possibility of a special collaboration they are working on at the destination. However, with this obstacle, did all these plans fall apart? As two BTS members who are always in the public spotlight, their decision to keep this holiday a secret certainly raises many questions. Is there something they are avoiding? Or is this just a coincidence that ends up turning into a moment full of drama? Until this news is written, there is no certainty about where Taehyung and Jungkook are currently. Some fans reported that they had arrived at the destination location, but there were also those who suspected that they were still facing unresolved obstacles. What is clear is that this event has become one of the hottest topics among the ARMY and the entertainment world in general. Many hope that both are doing well and that the obstacles they face are just small problems that can be resolved soon. However, with so much speculation growing, it's hard to ignore the possibility that something bigger is going on. As speculation grew on social media, many fans began to question why HYB and Big Hit Music still haven't given an official statement. Usually, if there are unfounded rumors or less serious incidents, the agency will quickly clarify to ease fan unrest. However, in this case, quite the opposite: silence. This silence further reinforces the theory that something bigger is happening. Some fans even speculated that there was a strategic reason behind the decision not to provide clarification. Does this have to do with a secret project that cannot yet be announced? Or is it a crisis that is being addressed internally? Even the Korean media, which is usually quick to report BTS-related issues, seemed cautious in reporting this news. Did they get instructions not to aggravate the situation? Is there pressure from certain parties not to disclose too much information? Amid the various speculations, there are also surprising rumors that there may be an internal conflict between Taehyung and Jungkook that causes this trip to turn into a disaster. Some fans claim that in some of their recent uploads on social media, there are signs of tension between the two. Some netizens even noticed their facial expressions in some of the videos leaked to the internet, where Taehyung looked less cheerful and Jungkook looked more silent. Of course, this is just speculation, but if there really is tension between the two, what is really going on? Is it related to the work pressure they're experiencing? Or maybe there's something in this trip that fueled the tension. Even more surprising, some suspect that this trip is not just an ordinary vacation, but a trip related to a specific project. Is there a difference of opinion that causes disagreement between them? BTS has been around for more than a decade and has experienced various pressures as the biggest K-pop group in the world. It is not surprising that they occasionally need their own time to escape from the public spotlight. However, this messy holiday actually makes the situation even more unfavorable. Some fans began to worry whether this pressure was already too much for them. Jungkook, who is known as a perfectionist, may feel frustrated if things don't go according to plan, while Taehyung, who is better known for his easygoing personality, may have a different way of handling difficult situations. Is this trip actually a greater stressor for both? Do they actually just want time to calm down, but instead get caught up in a series of unexpected events that make them even more depressed? Of the various possibilities that arise, there is also the theory that it is possible that this whole incident is part of something larger. Is this part of a marketing strategy designed to build hype before a big announcement? It is not uncommon for the Korean entertainment industry to use surprise tactics in promoting something. It could have been part of a new project involving Taehyung and Jungkook, but since the information leaked earlier, they had to change their plans. However, there is also a more worrying possibility. Is there a scandal being covered up? Some gossip media began to speculate that there might be something they could not reveal to the public, something more than an ordinary incident. If this is so, does this mean that something will soon be revealed? Or rather, everything will remain a mystery without an answer? One thing is for sure, armies around the world are increasingly agitated by the lack of clear information. Hashtags related to the incident have been trending on various platforms, with thousands of fans urging HYB and Big Hit to provide clarification. However, if until now there has been no official response, does this mean that fans should prepare for something bigger? Or do they just have to accept the fact that maybe not all questions will get answers? To date, there are still many unanswered question marks. One thing is for sure, a holiday that was supposed to be a pleasant moment actually turned into a huge puzzle that attracted the attention of the world. Will we get an answer soon? Or will this mystery continue to hang without clarity?